Is the buy now, refinance later strategy here in 2026 actually a genius move, or is it a dangerous gamble? With the 2026 mortgage rates forecast showing the rates are really going to be stuck at about 6% for the next foreseeable future, everyone keeps asking, is 2026 a good time to buy a house? Or should we just wait for a rate drop? Today, I'm breaking down the math to show you why waiting for that rate drop could actually be the most expensive mistake that you ever make. We're deep diving into the buy now, refinance later strategy for 2026. So you can decide if it's the right move for your wallet and for your family. Did you know that right now the average 30-year fixed interest rate is sitting right around 6.4%? If you're comparing that to the 3% of years gone by, of course it looks high. It feels high. It feels awful. But let's remember a little bit about why those interest rates even came to pass and why they were so low. So if you will reverse with me for a few years and remember that we were in a pandemic and the government needed to artificially stimulate the economy, including the housing market. That is what created a false market. It worked, but today's buyers are wanting to see that crazy period in our economy repeated. And unfortunately, I don't believe that we will ever see those rates again in the next several decades. It was essentially free money. And when you understand how mortgage lenders actually make a profit and make money on loans, you know that it's probably not going to happen again. Now, here is the reality of the housing market and its appreciation in 2026. Despite what you may be hearing on the news, prices are still climbing by about a 2 to 3% increase annually. And that is because inventory is still historically tight. If you use the buy now, refinance later strategy for 2026, you are locking in today's home prices before next year's appreciation kicks in. Now, before we get into the actual spreadsheets and the cost of waiting to buy a home, I want to introduce myself to you if you're new to our channel. Hi, I'm Katie Evans, the owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team and your local real estate expert right here in major metro Phoenix, Arizona. I specialize in the East Valley real estate here in Arizona. But in my world, most people know me as the real estate boss mom. Why? Because I grew up here, I raised my family here, and I've built a legacy right here in the same neighborhoods where I help my clients buy and sell homes. I know that for you, this isn't just about basis points or market cycles or spreadsheets. It's about finding a safe and stable place for your kids to grow up without blowing your family budget. I look at real estate through the lens of a professional and as a parent. And that's why I am so passionate about this buy now, refinance later strategy for 2026. I want you to get the house now while you can so that your family starts building that generational wealth through real estate today. All right, let's get back into that wealth building and the cost of waiting to buy a home. Let's run just a little mental scenario here. Say you're wanting to buy that house and you've decided that you better just wait for the interest rates to drop because your mom's uncle Joe said that the market was just about ready to crash, which, by the way, it's not. If you wait 12 months even for just a 1% rate drop, but the home price increases by $25,000, which could be that 2 to 3%, you haven't actually saved any money at all. You've actually lost equity. This is the cost and the core of the buy now, refinance later strategy in 2026. You marry the house at today's price because it's the one that you want, it's the one that fits the bill for your family. And if the rate changes in the future to something more favorable, then you win there too by refinancing. So if the 2026 mortgage rate forecast holds steady as it is predicted to do, you've already won on the price. If the rates dip, as everyone hopes they will, you refinance, and then you get to win twice. Now, you can't just blindly go in there and follow the buy now, refinance later strategy in 2026. You have to account for a few additional things. The first of which is your closing costs. Closing costs are typically somewhere between 2 and 4 of the purchase price on the home. So I recommend using a break-even analysis on this. If your refinance saves you $300 a month, but costs to close that on that refinance are $9,000 in fee, you actually need to stay in this home for 30 months or 2.5 years just to break even. This is why the question, is 2026 a good time to buy a house, depends entirely on what your 5-year plan is. If you're planning on making this a longer-term home, then yes, we run our numbers, and if we can afford it, we go for it. And if not, we work to get ourselves in a better financial position as quickly as possible so that we can participate in creating wealth through real estate as quickly as possible. The buy now, refinance later strategy for 2026 works because it prioritizes the time in the market over actually timing the market. Don't let a potential 1% interest rate difference distract you from $50,000 in long-term equity. As the real estate boss mom, I have made it my mission to simplify all of this for you. I put together a 2026 buyer strategy guide that includes a calculator for the cost of waiting to buy a home. If you want a custom look at your numbers and to get that free strategy guide, all you need to do is book a call with me, and the link is below in the comments. So don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe our channel. Click that little bell icon so that you get notified whenever we post a new video. Or if you're seeing this on social media, be sure to give us a like, a follow, and even a comment. And I'd love it if you'd share this with someone that you think would find this interesting and valuable in their life. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more 2026 mortgage rate forecast updates and other important Arizona real estate information. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in our next video.